your girl. I am Vanessa. This is day 3 in the hospital, but for you guys it's day 2. Today is actually my release day. I am in a little bit of pain, which is typically normal. Which you would always want to be on top of it. Which I do have the body band, which is the stomach band, on. Which I do have on, which I also have a bandage over where I have the over blocking where the incision is. Just in case if I have any leakage, which I did have a little bit of leakage earlier. Again, I just want to let everyone know, when it comes down to I just also want to let you guys know what I was getting ready to say was, be an advocate for yourself. Because nobody else is going to be an advocate for you. I was not an advocate for myself. I thought it was I don't know why I always get up my blankage. I thought it was something else. And I didn't think it was a fibroid. And I thought it was going to be just an easy surgery, but come to find out it was a fibroid. And it was 4 when it was first discovered, and then going through surgery, come to find out it was 8 that was removed in my body. By the will of God of having your mouth is God gave you a mouth to be your authority, to speak and talk, and you need to to speak out, to talk and be your advocate, to say what's going on in your body, because nobody else is going to do that. And if you're not married, your husband's not going to know what's going on in your body because he's not in your body. Your kids is not going to know what's going on in your body because they're not in your body. After you give birth, and on top of that, when they're in your body, they're not able to advocate for you either, because they don't have the vocal ability to tell the doctors what's going on in your body as well. God gave you the vocal abilities to speak out for yourself, so do that. The doctors can do over so much to know what's going on, so speak out. Let them know what's going on, so say what's going on. If you feel a lump that's in your stomach, say, hey, I'm feeling something that's abnormal, do so. And the fact that I found it on February 2nd, and I thought it was a, Lord Jesus, I don't know why I keep, it keeps finishing out my mind, but it's here nor there. But what I thought it was not that. But the fact that I spoke out about it, I thank God that I did. And they caught it in time and removed it, and he got the doctors, a doctor that knew and had the ability to know and have know the education about fibroids, a well-educated man, and shout outs to him, Dr. Young, and he's in Massachusetts, and Brigham and Women's. Every black African American woman, I'm not discouraging any woman that does have fibroids, but I'm just saying women in general, women that are found to have fibroids and you're in the Massachusetts or whatever state, and you're not being heard, be tested, get tested, have get the ultrasound, the MRIs done. If you don't feel like you're being heard, I can tell you, my doctors heard me. They went and got a referral done. That doctor got me referred to this doctor, which is Dr. Young at the at Brigham and Women's. Dr. Young, and he is fantastic. He heard me. He made sure that he looked at what type of incision that was needed to be done. When going into the ER, he wanted to make sure what type of incision that he wanted to do. And I made sure you want to do the willpower, not just to sit back and like, oh, I'll wait for the nurses to come in my room to say, oh, do you want to, let's get up, let's go do a walk. You do the willpower. You get up, you walk. Because the first things that they're going to want to do is want you to walk, pass gas, eat, have a bowel movement. So you have a perfect surgeon. I have the perfect surgery that took place. And I did. And I had a perfect team by the will of God. And he was in the operating room. You always want to speak life into yourself. And I thank God each and every day. But you always have to speak up for yourself. So honestly, I thought it was a hernia at first. You can't misdiagnose yourself. Don't misdiagnose. You have to, because you're not a doctor. If you didn't go for the test to become a doctor, go to a doctor, a professional doctor that became a doctor. Because that's what I thought it was. I thought it was a hernia. And it wasn't that. And I'm not a doctor. And that's what the word that came slipping out my mouth, and thought that it was. And it wasn't a hernia. It was fibroids. And we have to stop misdiagnosing ourselves. We're not doctors. We're not nurses if we're not that. And go see a medical doctor. Go get diagnosed with what it is. And what mine was, I had fibroids. I had, when it was 4 fibroids. When I went into the operating room, they found 8. Go to the hospital. Go find out what's going on with us as women. It's no longer a hiccup. It's us against us. God gave us a mouth for a reason, for a purpose. We can't play with it no more. It's our health. I'm 39. God gave us a reason for a purpose. All right, ladies? Love you, and I'm out. Until we see each other again, today's my release date, and I will give you guys a further update.